What's going on, everybody? It's ShamefulPenguin here, back with another video today. I'm going to go over how I did for my Mayhem and explain my build, what I got dropped, how I did, what I thought about it, all that kind of stuff in this video. So if you're interested in all of that, stick around. I'm going to be talking about Essence Drain Contagion, how I liked it, what do I do next time, kind of things, and yeah. Another video I'm gonna be making in the future, I'll be talking about delves, so look forward to that. But yeah, so I'm pretty much done with the Mayhem League. I mean, only got another day left in it at the time of the recording, but I'm not gonna play the last day. I hit level 90. I'm not gonna end up going for 95. I've been too distracted this league to try to hit like 95 or 100. I ended up just setting my goals at 90 once I realized it, and I'm content with that. So I've been enjoying this league a lot. Actually, it's been really fun. Certain maps that you can specialize in making it that it's like always strongbox or always harbingers, if you enjoy that kind of stuff, are really sweet maps to just do over and over again. Towards the end of the league, I started just only farming that and skipping the bosses, and just trying to get that for level up. It was very fun. One thing I wish I did more was delve. I didn't delve as much. I feel like that would have been better XP for me if I focused on it a little more, but that was where I went with it. So I'm going to show my build for a little bit. My build was you guys notice a little bit of changes, a few things I never changed because I didn't want to put effort into it. So let's go over the big change. I ended up hitting a 6-link. I grabbed a Volregalia, and I've had it in my stash forever. And I was just hitting it with fusings every time I got fusings. I actually had a couple hundred Jeweler's orbs, and I converted them all to fusings. And then I just slammed it a few dozen times. I actually got pretty lucky. I think overall it was around 200 at 20 quality. So pretty lucky. So I ended up trying to craft it. You guys saw a little video of me slamming it, most likely sometime now or a little earlier in the video. And I slammed life. I was pretty happy about that. If I was going to play this build a little bit later on, like if the league didn't end in like a day or two, I would probably end up going CI with this build, or yeah, probably just end up straight up going CI with this chest piece. It's not the best chest piece, but it's really good for SSF in my opinion. I would just need to upgrade probably the boots, and the gloves are my biggest handicap, and shield I guess too. Shield could have a huge upgrade for damage and defenses, but that was a pretty big thing I hit around level 88, so it made my next few levels pretty easy. I have a lot of life in ES, and it made pretty minimal amount of dying. Actually I think only like one death, and it was because I walked into like I opened like 3 chests at once. It froze me, exploded straight, like it was just mayhem. Another thing, at like level 89 I ended up getting a Bisco's leash. If I got this earlier, it would have been super good, made it a lot smoother. The gameplay you guys saw was with a Bisco's leaf, so that leash, it was at level 89. Made me zoom through maps, and it was really fun the last level. I think I could hit my next few levels really fast if I use this belt, but yeah, I ended up using it. If you get one for yourself, it's really helpful for trying to level up. I crafted a helmet myself because my helmet really sucked. I didn't really need to focus on res as much, so I just tried to focus on energy shield a little bit. So I just alt slammed it, and then I ended up getting pretty good when I regold, and I just ended up keeping it. I do have an extra exalt. I was thinking about slamming on this. You know, let's do it right now. Let's see what we would have got. This is a void league. I don't really care about my currency, right? See, because if I get life, I'm happy. If I get item rarity like that, I'm sad. So I ended up getting item rarity. Worth a slam, in my opinion. Pretty fun, because it's SSF. I'm just using this gear for whatever in this currency, so it's pretty fun to not worry about currency and about like keeping it. It's really fun to just like use it whenever you can. One thing, I started running out of sextants pretty fast. Scours were hard to keep up on. Vault orbs were hard to keep up on as well, because I slammed a lot of jewels, or gems, and I slammed a lot of jewels. I got like 3 of these that drop, but none of them slammed anything, unfortunately, any of the spreading rots. I could have slammed a few more things. Like I did just these guys, some of these gems are 20, some of these are 19 still, so I could have slammed those, but I didn't end up doing that. But I'm pretty much done, so it's whatever. But yeah, this was a pretty fun league overall. I do recommend for playing like SSF. Essence Drain Contagion was a really good choice and build, because literally it works with anything. It works with rare gear. The only complaint I have about this build is that if you were to do this build and like try to get a certain level or race, my only complaint after playing this build for a long time, like long sessions of not stopping, is it gets kind of click intensive. There's a lot of spamming the Essence Drain Contagion. It's 2 clicks. Yeah, it's a lot less than some builds, a lot less than some like melee builds or whatever. But as a person that plays a lot of Blade Vortex and stuff, it did end up noticing a lot more clicks. So if you're a person that wants to do less clicks, stick with like duration builds like Blade Vortex, Winter Orb, or Righteous Fire. Do those kind of builds. Really good for like long sessions, because you're minimal clicking. All you're doing is walking around basically half the time. So that's my only complaint about the build. Other than that, I was doing early reds. Tier 12 was as high as I got, and I was just running tier 12s most of the time, in 11s towards 87 plus, and I was barely sustaining them, honestly. Like I was getting one, then I get like 2 to drop, then I got nothing to drop for the next 2. But I did kind of sustain them. It was they were pretty good. I could kill the boss on this build. Some of the bosses, if you get bad map modifiers, if the bosses were too hard to kill, and I'd end up skipping. But I didn't get that far in my Atlas. I got quite a little bit of Watchstones. Yeah, I could have definitely got a lot more. I was actually trying to get Grotto, because I was trying to get a T13 to spawn, and I think with another 5 or 6 hours, I could have forced it to spawn with all the Orb of Horizons were popping from the Harbingers. So there's a lot of opportunities in this league. Harbingers made Orb of Horizons really accessible, so then you can like slam the map. So it's like, what I would have done next is, say I already have this complete, so I would have slammed it and been like, oh, I'll run Canyon next because it's not complete. So that was my idea for this league, how I got a decent amount of completion without putting effort into it. Since this was a SSF league, I did end up buying things from Zana. She's not selling too many good things right now, but I did end up buying a lot of the maps from her to sustain and hit higher level ones. So that was pretty fun. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the league. I ended up not picking up a lot of items, which is really different from how I usually play. I usually pick up like almost everything on the ground, but I did pretty good this league in my opinion. I got 3 raw exalts to drop. I got a decent amount of that. Let's not forget about this bad boy that dropped. I'll put him right here. I did end up getting an Empower and an Enlighten to drop. Pretty lucky, but I got the Empower to drop really late that I was like, it's not going to level up by the time it's usable, because I would have swapped it out for Energy Leech easily, but it's not what I ended up wanting to do, because I knew it wouldn't hit level 2, so Energy Leech was still the better choice. Anything else about this build? I didn't really change too much. Changed the wand because I got a higher roll. I did divine it, and it got to the min roll on tier 1, so that was kind of unfortunate, but whatever, we take those. And yeah, I could have gotten a lot better gear if I cared more, but I really just wanted to hit 90. That was the idea of the league. I do have some breach stones I forgot to run. I ran a Zoph's breach stone and a Tools breach stone already, and now I had these 2 ready. I didn't do any syndicate, so I wasn't gonna be able to enhance them at all. But yeah, that's there. I could run them if I want. I don't know if they're beneficial to run better than maps, because I run these with a big group of people, and running it solo, I don't know if it's beneficial actually. That's something I would have to look at and see if it's better. But anyways, that was it for this video. That was it for this league for me. I appreciate you guys watching these videos, staying in tune with me. I hope you guys had a good Mayhem league. I'm going to be doing this type of thing for the Delve league as well. I'm still trying to decide which build I should use. So if you guys have an idea, like any ideas what I should use for the Delve league, or if you have an idea of what you're using for Delve league, let me know down in the comments down below. I would love to hear your idea for the build. If you have a path of building or whatever, you can leave the link for that and I'll take a look at it, just for some ideas. I might copy you. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.